evening, viewers. Welcome to Doordarshan News Bulletin. This is Rudali presenting the headlines first. Prime Minister addresses nation in Mann Ki Baat program, lauds Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh and Assam for shining success in different fields. Arvind Panagaria-led Finance Commission team undertakes 5-day visit to Sikkim. Bulldozers will pay a visit to all illegal constructions, warns Manipur Chief Minister N. Birren Singh. Tripura Minister makes a plea for inclusion of Kokborok language in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. And in Kho-Kho World Cup 2025, Indian men's and women's teams demolished their opponents in semis, storm into finals. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today addressed the nation in the 118th episode of his Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani. Modi commended the nation's recent achievements in the space sector. On the completion of 9 years of Startup India, Modi said the country's startup culture is not limited to big cities and more than half of the startups are from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. He said Ambala, Hisar, Kangra, Chengalpattu, Bilaspur, Gwalior and Washim are becoming centers of startups, and the registration of startups has increased by more than 200% last year in Nagaland.
नागालैंड जैसे राज्य में पिछले साल स्टार्टअप्स के रजिस्ट्रेशन में 200% से अधिक की वृद्धि हुई है। वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, नॉन रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी और लॉजिस्टिक्स ऐसे सेक्टर हैं जिनसे जुड़े स्टार्टअप सबसे ज्यादा देखे जा रहे हैं।
On the other hand, in his Mann Ki Baat address pointing towards good work done by the citizens for the betterment of society and environment, Modi highlighted the work of Deepak Nabam of Arunachal Pradesh. He said Deepak runs a living home where mentally unwell, physically challenged and elderly people are served and drug addicts are taken care of. He said the work of K. Hindumbi, who works as a nurse at the Karvarati island of Lakshadweep, is also very inspiring.
अरुणाचल प्रदेश में दीपक नाबाम जी ने सेवा की अनूठी मिसाल पेश की है। दीपक जी यहाँ लिविंग होम चलाते हैं, जहाँ मानसिक रूप से बीमार, शरीर से असमर्थ लोगों और बुजुर्गों की सेवा की जाती है। यहाँ पर ड्रग्स की लत के शिकार लोगों की देखभाल की जाती है। दीपक नाबाम जी ने बिना किसी सहायता के समाज के वंचित लोगों, हिंसा पीड़ित परिवारों और बेघर लोगों को सहारा देने का अभियान शुरू किया। आज उनकी सेवा ने एक संस्था का रूप ले लिया है। उनकी संस्था को कई अवार्ड से भी सम्मानित किया गया है।
Also, in his Mann Ki Baat, highlighting the amazing bonding between humans and animals, Modi said Indian culture and heritage teaches people to live with love with the surrounding animals and birds. Sharing the example of Nagaon of Assam, he said a team of villagers was formed which was named Hatibundhu, who made a unique effort of planting napier grass on 800 bighas of barren land. The Prime Minister also expressed happiness over the formation of 2 new tiger reserves, Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla Tiger Reserve in Chhattisgarh and Ratapani Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh.
जानवर पालतू हो या जंगल में रहने वाले पशु, इंसानों से उनका नाता कई बार हैरान कर देता है। जानवर भले बोल नहीं पाते, लेकिन उनकी भावनाओं को, उनके हाव भाव को इंसान भली भांति भांप लेते हैं। जानवर भी प्यार की भाषा को समझते हैं, उसे निभाते भी हैं। मैं आपसे असम का एक उदाहरण साझा करना चाहता हूँ। असम में एक जगह है नौगांव। नौगांव हमारे देश की महान विभूति श्रीमद् शंकर देव जी का जन्मस्थान भी है। यह जगह बहुत ही सुंदर है। यहाँ हाथियों का भी एक बड़ा ठिकाना है। इस क्षेत्र में कई घटनाएं देखी जा रही थी जहां हाथियों के झुंड फसलों को बर्बाद कर देते थे। किसान परेशान रहते थे, जिससे आसपास के करीब 100 गांवों के लोग बहुत परेशान थे। लेकिन गांव वाले हाथियों की भी मजबूरी समझते थे। उन्हें पता था कि हाथी भूख मिटाने के लिए खेतों का रुख कर रहे हैं, इसलिए गांव वालों ने इसका समाधान निकालने की सोची। गांव वालों की एक टीम बनी जिसका नाम था हाथी बंधु। हाथी बंधुओं ने सूझबूझ दिखाते हुए करीब 800 बीघा बंजर भूमि पर एक अनूठी कोशिश की। यहाँ गांव वालों ने आपस में मिलजुल कर नेपियर ग्रास लगाई। इस घास को हाथी बहुत पसंद करते हैं। इसका असर ये हुआ कि हाथियों ने खेतों की ओर जाना कम कर दिया। यह हजारों गांव वालों के लिए बहुत राहत की बात है। उनका ये प्रयास हाथियों को भी खूब भाया है।
It is time now for a short commercial break. We will be right back. Welcome back. In news from Sikkim, Arvind Panagaria, Chairman 16th Finance Commission, along with other members and officials, arrived in Gangtok today for a 5-day visit to the state. He was accorded a warm welcome by state dignitaries, marking a significant engagement for Sikkim's progress. In Arunachal Pradesh, Chief Minister Pema Khandu today attended the ADI Apatani Summit 2025 at Pasighat. In a social media post, Khandu said it was a remarkable initiative aimed at fostering closer ties between the two communities. The role of community-based organizations in maintaining development, peace and progress is truly invaluable. He appreciated the efforts of both communities for organizing this summit, which serves as an inspiration for similar unity and fraternity initiatives by other tribes. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma has undertaken a visit to South Korea for Advantage Assam 2 roadshow. He said that during the journey, he had an opportunity to go to the Bangpo Hangang River Park, a thoughtfully crafted island for the leisure of Seoul residents nestled on the banks of the Han River. He said Guwahati riverfront is also shaping up with the same philosophy and will be opened soon for public. He said he looked forward to having engaging discussions with industry leaders and agencies during the 3-day visit to showcase Assam's potential ahead of the Advantage Assam 2 summit. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today warned all concerned that if they build illegally, the bulldozers will pay a visit. He gave the example of a community hall constructed in the middle of the road at Hata Golapati near the Imphal river bank being demolished by a team comprising the SDO, SDC, District Police and PDA. He made an appeal to everyone to support and cooperate with the authorities in their efforts to address illegal constructions. Still in Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today inspected the ongoing works at Dhanamanjuri University, which is being developed under the PM Devine scheme. These projects are a step towards creating world-class infrastructure and enhancing the academic environment at DMU, which is set to become a leading institution of higher learning and innovation in the region. Tripura Minister Ratan Lal Nath on Sunday emphasized the need to include the Kokborok language in the 8th schedule of the Constitution for its proper development. Speaking at the 47th Kokborok Divas at Ravindra Bhavan, Agartala, he highlighted the government's efforts to promote all tribal languages, including Kokborok. On Kokborok Language Day, Nath extended heartfelt wishes to the speakers of the language and participated in a colorful rally followed by a cultural program and meeting.
আমাদের রাজ্যে স্বীকৃত ভাষা সরকার কর্তৃক স্বীকৃত ভাষা আজকে ৪৭তম kokborok ভাষা দিবস আমরা পালন করলাম উৎসব উদ্দীপনার মাধ্যমে বিশেষ করে আমাদের রাজ্যে বিজেপি সরকার হওয়ার পরে kokborok ভাষার প্রতি মানুষের আগ্রহ যেমন বেড়েছে এবং রাজ্য সরকারও এই ভাষার বিকাশে প্রচারে প্রসারে ভীষণভাবে আন্তরিক এখন আমাদের মেইনলি আমরা চাইছি kokborok ভাষা যেন 8th শিডিউলে অন্তর্ভুক্ত হয় এই জন্য আমরা বিশেষভাবে চেষ্টা করছি।
In sports news, in the Kho-Kho World Cup, the Indian men's and women's teams have showcased their impressive performance in the semi-final matches, securing their spots in the finals. In a thrilling game, the Indian men's team defeated South Africa 62-42 in New Delhi on Saturday evening. Despite a strong start by South Africa in turn 1, the Indian team launched a fierce comeback in the next turn. South Africa posed a serious challenge, but the Indian team playing their natural game and sealing the victory in the last turn. Meanwhile, the Indian women's team delivered a commanding performance by defeating South Africa 66-16. Right from the first turn, the Indian team outclassed South Africa with their strategy and maintained their dominance throughout the game. Southeast Asian nations today told Myanmar's military government on its plan to hold an election amid an escalating civil war should not be its priority, urging the junta to start a dialogue and end hostilities immediately. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, called on the warring sides in member nation Myanmar to stop the fighting and told the junta's representative to allow unhindered humanitarian access, said Malaysia's foreign minister as the country takes over charging ASEAN this year.
On South China Sea, we touched base on the retreat welcome, the progress of the negotiations of the Code of Conduct in South China Sea, and highlighted the need to continue the momentum to expedite the Code of Conduct in the South China Sea negotiations towards an early conclusion and an effective and substantive COC.
Deputy Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Chawna May, today paid a courtesy call to the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, at his official residence in Lucknow. Informing this in a social media post, Chawna May said that during the meeting, he presented the holy water from Parashuram Kund to the UP Chief Minister, which he said symbolizes the spiritual confluence and unity between the two states. He said the visit provided a wonderful opportunity to exchange ideas and discuss matters of mutual interest, further strengthening the bond between Arunachal Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. And to end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister addresses nation in Mann Ki Baat program, lauds Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh and Assam for shining success in different fields. Arvind Banagaria-led Finance Commission team undertakes 5-day visit to Sikkim. Bulldozers will pay a visit to all illegal constructions, warns Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. Tripura Minister makes a plea for inclusion of Kokborok language in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. And in Kho-Kho World Cup 2025, Indian men's and women's teams demolished their opponents in semis, storm into finals. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.